So your girl learned how to tie some head wraps, and it's about to be a wrap. No, for real. So quick, so easy on those days when I don't feel like doing a wash and go. This is gonna be it. This video is a couple of the styles that I figured out how to wrap. It's trial and error. One of the things that I'll say you definitely want to do is to make sure that your hair is pretty uniform underneath. So I have like a stocking cap on under my hair, and I think it just helps protect your hair more anyway. This is a video of about 4 hair wrap styles that I've been doing. Like I said, it's really trial and error. If you are using the type of scarves that I use, and these are the ones with the fringes. These are like the Jones New York pashminas that were like super popular. I wear them as actual wraps. But you'll notice throughout the video as I am wrapping, like that I repeatedly bring the scarf around to cover as much of the fringe as possible, and that's going to be helpful. Covering the fringe is going to be helpful once you get to twisting, and you'll figure out why. I didn't really try to do these super duper neat because that might take a little more time. So just make sure, like I said, that your hair is pretty flat and uniform. I'm wearing braids underneath mine, and you might be able to tell that, but that's fine too if you can't. It really doesn't matter. Anyway, if you want to learn how I got this head wrap look and some of the others, then stay tuned. See you next time.
Yes. ADTheGreat.com. Now that we see the broken bodies and bones, the bruises of the battered, not from sticks and stones, but from the results of what we've long been taught could never hurt us, I wonder if we can stand by our assertion that words don't matter as much as they've always told us. So I wear all these, and those words on my back, hoping to fashion out of them wings that weigh as much as the histories they hold and are held by them. That I could spread them from one end to the other of an empty, infinite scroll and beat them against that vast void, making marks in music, moving me higher and farther, lifting me upward and outward, testing me over and over, letting me know and understand that if we are simply a collection of these and those stories we tell and are told of who we were and are and can and will be, and what we never will until we wield our words against those willed to us, used against us. And though they're heavy as hell, I don't mind wearing them because these wings ain't never been a burden, and the flight is worthy of fear. But the main difference between me and Icarus, his and my wings, is the closer mine take me to see her sun, the less I worry about drowning or burning, and the more I think about scenes of sons and daughters seeing one another set over seas of centuries, as sure of their place in the world as I am that waxing poetic about them here is a seed that can grow into them, all while they're growing into it, knowing they too are products of not only what we say, but what we do. And rather than become broken bodies and bones, rather than being bruised and battered, they'll be equipped to fight those sticks and those stones, the rhetoric of war, the worst of all the words in the world used as weapons against them, and theirs will be wings fashioned through fire, worn proudly, with not a slouch shoulder nor a complaint, and they'll meet one another with the familiar greeting passed down through years, the understood answer being nothing, because they'll all know that's the only thing that's ever been able to rise above them. Absolutely nothing.
What's up with you? What's up with me? What's up with you?
ADTheGreat.com.
What you getting ready to do?
What you think I'm getting ready to do?
I think you're gonna go do something very stupid, something you're gonna regret, and I don't think it's gonna make you feel any better. If that's what you think, you're wrong. It's not gonna make you feel better.
It's gonna make me feel a lot.
It's not gonna make you feel.
Come here, man. I wanna. That's just what they want you to do, man. Who the fuck is they?
Grew up around the way Memories of mama evangelizing. My uncles and brothers move an ounce a day. Pop wasn't down to stay there, called him a rolling stone. Made for the coldest homes, a youngin' had to hold his own. Mobile phone ringing on the table. It's a shame seeing niggas sweating, bro, but that cane and he was surely able. Less than stable, he gave me a pack of Yola. Slinging the cast that's older, gripping the gat that's loaded. Niggas tried that jack move last week, left his chest vacant. Tech waving, left the street a nightmare like Wes Craven. Riding around and my brother dropped lights off. We on that other block, cause niggas shot my mother's spot. Deep in thought, I had to tell my brother stop. Feeling trapped, do I stay or go? Hopped out the whip, shit felt like Trey and Doe. I played the role long enough, but it may be too late. Stuck with a hellish screw face, wondering what's my true fate.
If you need a little poison in order to make the antidote, then with this hand I wrote a standard oath that makes a man that hopes that I am planning notes and fanning fire. Stoke the flame, perspire, check heat. Make him literally sweat the technique. Right where the tech meets temple, the street meets curb. Suicide, where it's inevitable, we think do and die. And not just you and I, we think it's only us, but they know better. We think we're doing bad, but they're no better. We lived all over, but my pops, he lived on Wood Street. I always felt I ain't no killer, but don't push me. We heard that pussy got pussy shot, so you could push a rock on the court or the block, or you could push a mop. The sweetest joy next to getting it wasn't getting back. Well, not for me, the sweetest joy I felt was spitting raps. But never stop people from getting what they got the way they got theirs. Mine ain't the only story that the block tells. Was never shocked shells flew, nor was I shell shocked. When shots were fired in the house, I ain't wanna tell pops I wasn't a bad seed. Violence didn't attract me. I wasn't the shotgun rider. I was in the backseat passenger, passing the time, passing the blunt. I bluntly refused, just wanted to kick it like I was Chun-Li. We cruised from side to side, the city was our limit. The car was full of smoke while we was in it. If you need a little poison in order to make the antidote, then with this hand I wrote a standard oath that makes a man that hopes that I am planning notes and fanning fire. Stoke the flame, perspire, check heat. Make him literally sweat the technique. Right where the tech meets temple, the street meets curb. Suicide, where it's inevitable, we think do and die. And not just you and I, we think it's only us, but they know better. We think we're doing bad, but they're no better. Ain't no letters coming telling us to keep hope. It's drugs and money on our minds when we hear keynotes. And they're addressed to a public who have no interest in them. So when you think that what you hear is venom, it's really more akin to symptoms of a sickness you are witnessing. A hurt and hope for healing, a cure that'll let us live again. And you won't feel it in your blood and think it's working. You'll probably feel it sinful, lusting for it, thirsting.
Passing under street lights, I think back to them days, sitting with mama in that church, and I just happened to pray. I never understood the concept, but now I see it clear. Walking on the dark street, I see a car that's coming near. From the rear, I turn back around, continue with my prayer. See the window rolling down, and smoke billows through the air. From the back seat, flashes of lightning and thunderclaps. I look him in his eyes as I fade to black. No coming back, no coming back, no coming back.
If you need a little poison in order to make the antidote, then with this hand I wrote a standard oath that makes a man that hopes that I am planning notes and fanning fire. Stoke the flame, perspire, check heat. Make him literally sweat the technique. Right where the tech meets temple, the street meets curb. Suicide, where it's inevitable, we think do and die. And not just you and I, we think it's only us, but they know better. We think we're doing bad, but they're no better. They're no better, they're no better, they're no better, they're no better, they're no
Yes. Yes.
ADTheGreat.com.
Reporting live from well, wherever it is we're stuck. Well, wherever it is that I am, we're reporting live.
I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want to climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down? I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want to climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down? Here's the score to the glory story. Denzel when he's crying, being beaten for believing something. This is where I'm writing with a rope constricting it.
Injecting dope, I hope you feeling sense. Reality is consistent with this. If you don't get nothing from it, then I miss. The fuck is a hit? A blast from a pipe, a tragedy waiting for something to strike. The last of us hating the hunger to fight and biting our hands are something that's likely capitalizing from our demise and keeping our eyes diverted from that and hurt by the worth of the fact. The worst of the acts to purposely hurt us to ask. Working the task, earning the worth of a class whose purpose to burn in the ash is learning that that's the heat. The people deserving of whatever they have determined, and we should be perfect with that. Turn us and turn us and turn us to cash. Turn us and turn us and turn us to cash. Turn us and turn us and turn us and turn us to cash. You see the truth in the box, MSNBC, or view it on Fox. It's all entertainment. You choose to watch. Losing or not, snoozing or not, using a lot, doing a lot to move you a notch. Lower your thoughts are not your own, and you are not smart. You are not smart.
I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want a climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down? I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want a climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down?
Hey Joe, message they teach, wrestler speech heckles me. They left text on the street, on the TV, sesame. Keep my feelings at bay, laying with Bay, Chesapeake. Say I'm here for the stay, knowing Shanice texting me. Said the shooter was stressed, expressed to his friends though. Walked into the movie theater with an extendo. Call him psychotic, Melon and you a terrorist. Trump yelling, make America great from the terrace. 4K flats, the data extracts seamless. On the couch, rubbing my naps and feeling squeamish. Cream track, tune out, rewrite a new route. Escape sent, deliver message like nigga, you out. Shootouts are similar to Wild Westerns. West Side, Percocet Papa shooting pedestrians. And that's when sequestering needed without a question. Just then, truth on another level.
I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want a climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down? I'm asking for my mind back. Can I get that? No, I don't want a climax. Can I sit back and just enjoy the view from where I sit now? Since I don't want to get up, can I get down?
My death won't make front page news. TV shows will not be interrupted to tell you what happened to me or why. And you will go on with your day as if nothing of any consequence had occurred, because I lived and died in Chicago. And since I'm not from Sandy Hook, Boston, any monumental place of gathering, my home is always like a war zone. Because I didn't visit the White House last week, I'm not a pretty little girl with such potential. You won't hear of me or my death. I die daily and never cross your mind. Time has taught me that mine is not the reality you choose to see. My mother's is not the child you wish to save. Designate days and colored ribbons to the fallen from important tragedies, while we PTSD our ways to school and church through abandoned playgrounds. Pretend shots and sirens aren't news